And we had 9 songs already, and we moved the song I wrote off the other one. And there we go.
There you go. The album is called Look Up. It is out now. Ringo Starr is with us. We'll be right back.
Ringo Starr, a name synonymous with the image of a legendary drummer, an icon of peace and love, and an artist who never stops spreading positive messages. But are the behind-the-scenes moments of his tours truly as peaceful as the peace and love greetings he sends to his fans? Working with a Beatle might seem like a dream for any musician. World-class tours, the chance to share the stage with a living legend, and perhaps a relaxed work environment filled with the free-spirited essence of the 60s. But the truth is, Ringo runs things by his own set of principles: discipline, professionalism, and absolutely no drama. Unlike many other rock stars, Ringo Starr never lets his fame create divisions within the band. No luxurious private rooms, no special privileges, no preferential treatment, not even for himself. But in return, he demands dedication, teamwork, and an uncompromising attitude toward laziness or personal conflicts. So, what is it really like to work with Ringo Starr? What rules must band members and crew strictly follow? Let's take a closer look at how a Beatle runs his tour, and why everyone who has ever worked with Ringo respects him as a true leader. Number 1, no drama. Ringo Starr follows a simple yet incredibly effective work philosophy. No drama, no oversized egos, no internal conflicts. In an industry where disputes and tensions between band members or crew are common, Ringo's rule stands out as a rare exception. Not everyone can thrive in such a disciplined environment, but those who have worked with him long-term understand that this very principle is what has kept the all-star band going strong for decades. Ringo sets the standard from the start. If you want to work with him, leave personal issues behind, don't bring negativity into the job, and above all, respect everyone. His longtime drum technician, Jeff Jonas, has stated that this is one of Ringo's most important principles. No one is allowed to cause trouble. No one is considered more important than anyone else, and absolutely no personal conflicts are to interfere with work. This ensures a professional atmosphere where everyone is focused on a single goal, delivering the best performances possible. Because of this, when someone joins the all-star band, they understand that their ego is secondary to teamwork. Another remarkable aspect of how Ringo runs his band is his commitment to absolute equality. Despite being a music legend, he has never created a hierarchy within his team. There are no luxury hotel rooms reserved just for Ringo, no special meals served exclusively to him, and no exceptions for anyone. Everyone travels together, stays in the same hotels, and shares the same conditions. His tour manager, Donnie Whiteman, once said that this is what truly makes everyone feel like part of a family. In many other bands, hierarchy is inevitable. The lead singer often receives special treatment while other members and crew experience a different level of hospitality. But with Ringo, if you're in his band, you're treated the same as everyone else, regardless of your fame or whether you're a backstage crew member. Of course, things don't always go smoothly. Touring together for months at a time, tensions are bound to arise. Ringo understands this, but he also has his own way of handling it. Rather than letting minor disagreements escalate into major conflicts, he requires the group to sit down after each show to reflect on what went well and what needs improvement. No one is blamed, no one is harshly criticized. It's simply an open discussion where everyone can recognize their own mistakes and correct them. Ringo himself has said that he doesn't expect perfection from everyone, but what matters is having a willingness to improve and work together without creating unnecessary conflicts. This approach not only keeps the band stable, but also fosters an environment where everyone can perform at their best without the stress or pressure of internal disputes. If someone can't adhere to this rule, they simply won't be invited back for the next tour. No exceptions, no compromises. And because of this, everyone who has ever worked with Ringo respects him. not just as a legendary musician, but as a true leader. A great drummer doesn't just keep the beat on stage, he keeps the entire team united, in sync, and free from unnecessary drama. And that's exactly why, even in his 80s, Ringo Starr continues to tour, continues to lead a conflict-free band, and continues to deliver energetic performances just as he has since the very beginning. Number 2, no excessive rest. If there's one thing Ringo Starr cannot tolerate on tour, it's stagnation. To him, touring is not a luxurious vacation or a string of leisurely days spent in high-end hotels. It's work. It's passion. It's a commitment to the audience. That's why Ringo keeps a packed schedule and doesn't allow too many rest days during a tour. While many famous artists take breaks between shows to recover or simply relax, Ringo has an entirely different perspective. For him, every day off the stage is a wasted day. His longtime tour producer, Dave Hart, once recalled that during tour planning, they scheduled a few off days between performances for rest, but Ringo immediately requested a change. He disliked the idea of sitting around in hotels and always wanted to add more shows to those days off. Not for profit or any other reason, he simply wanted to play music, connect with the audience, and enjoy the stage rather than waiting around. This isn't just a rumor. Ringo himself confirmed it during a Q&A session in 2023. When asked how he maintains his energy while touring in his 80s, he responded bluntly and with his signature humor. "My tour manager scheduled too many days off, and I complained. I don't need that many days off. If I'm on tour, I want to play every night. But Edgar Winter needs a day off." This statement not only highlights Ringo's incredible work ethic, but also shows the stark contrast between him and many other artists. While most of his contemporaries have stepped away from the stage or only make occasional appearances at special events, Ringo is still touring, still performing, and still demanding that both he and his band work as hard as if they were at the peak of their careers. But this expectation doesn't just apply to him, it extends to the entire team. Anyone joining Ringo's band cannot expect a light schedule filled with relaxation days. Everyone must be prepared to move constantly, perform almost every night, and maintain a high level of focus. There's no room for, "I'm not in the mood to play tonight," or "I feel tired and want to rest." If you're traveling with Ringo on his musical journey, you must be ready to give your all. That being said, Ringo's dedication doesn't mean he disregards the health of his band members. He understands that everyone has different limits and that not everyone can keep up with his pace. However, his discipline, deep love for music, and unwavering commitment to his craft have allowed him to sustain his career for more than 6 decades. This isn't just a job for him, it's his life. And if you want to work with Ringo Starr, you have to be prepared to step onto the stage every night with the same energy, passion, and spirit as he does. Number 3, everyone is equal. In the world of rock stars, having special privileges is almost a given. Some artists demand the most luxurious hotel rooms, private transportation, or exclusive accommodations tailored just for them. But Ringo Starr is entirely different. Despite being a music legend, he never places himself above anyone in his band or crew. On tour, there is no distinction between who is more famous, who has been around longer, or who just joined. To Ringo, everyone is an essential part of the journey and deserves to be treated equally. Donnie Whiteman, Ringo's tour manager, once shared an interesting insight into how he runs his band. No one in the team receives special treatment, not even Ringo himself. When the band is on tour, they all stay at the same hotel, with no VIP suites set aside for anyone. If a restaurant or dining area is reserved for the group, Ringo eats with everyone else. There's no rock star separating himself from the rest of the crew. To him, everyone plays an equally important role in a show, from the guitarist and drummer to the sound technicians and the backstage crew working behind the scenes. There is no hierarchy, no walls between Ringo and the people who work alongside him. This sense of equality isn't just reflected in how he treats people, but also in how he structures his tours. Travel arrangements, schedules, and working conditions are designed so that everyone shares the same experience. Ringo isn't booked on a first-class flight, while the rest of the band travels separately. If the band takes a tour bus, Ringo is right there with them. This not only creates a fair working environment, but also strengthens the bond within the band, ensuring that no one feels they are treated as less important than anyone else. Ringo's approach is rare in the music industry. Many famous singers and musicians unintentionally create distance between themselves and those they work with, whether due to hectic schedules or personal preferences. But Ringo firmly believes that a tour is not just about him, it's about the entire team, and everyone contributes to its success. This is why those who have worked with Ringo often speak highly of him. They don't just see him as a music legend, but as a true team player and a respected leader who prioritizes unity over personal status. Another remarkable thing about Ringo is that he doesn't just integrate with the band and crew during work. He does so during downtime as well. He doesn't isolate himself after a show, but instead spends time chatting, joking, and bonding with his team, making them feel comfortable and valued. This creates a relaxed atmosphere where everyone can enjoy the tour without the tension that often comes with rigid hierarchy. Perhaps this is one of the key reasons why members of the all-star band have remained so connected and loyal to him for many years. They know that when they go on tour with Ringo, they're not just doing a job, they're part of a united group. And in an industry where competition and personal egos often create divides between artists, the sense of equality that Ringo fosters has made him a true leader, not because of power or fame, but because of the respect and fairness with which he treats those around him. Number 4, staying healthy is a must. Ringo Starr is not only known for his musical talent, but also for his incredible stamina at over 80 years old. While many of his contemporaries have retired or only make occasional appearances on stage, Ringo still brings explosive energy to every performance, traveling the world to entertain his fans. His secret? Self-discipline, maintaining his health, and living a balanced lifestyle. If you work with Ringo, you'll quickly realize that staying in good shape isn't just a suggestion, it's almost an unspoken rule within his band. For years, Ringo has maintained a strict vegetarian diet, avoiding processed foods and focusing on nutritious meals. But even more important is his commitment to regular exercise, even while on tour. He once told USA Today that one of the key reasons he's still able to perform is his serious approach to fitness. He has a personal trainer, works out at least 3 times a week, and never skips his daily gym routine, even on the road. This mindset has had a noticeable impact on the people around him. While Ringo doesn't force anyone to follow his lifestyle, his tour manager, Donnie Whiteman, has noted that many band and crew members have naturally adopted healthier habits because of Ringo's influence. Every morning at exactly 10:30, the gym is full, not because anyone is obligated to be there, but because they want to be part of the band's shared spirit. One particularly amusing story Whiteman shared involved a band member who initially had no intention of joining the morning workouts. But after realizing that nearly everyone else participated, he eventually showed up, wearing cowboy boots. It didn't take long for him to figure out that this was a terrible idea. The result? That very afternoon, he went out and bought a pair of proper sneakers so he could work out more comfortably. No one pressured him to do it, but when you're in an environment where everyone is mindful of their health, you naturally adjust to fit in. Ringo's lifestyle doesn't just help him stay fit for performing, it also sets a positive tone for the entire band. When you eat well, exercise regularly, and maintain high energy levels, you're able to give your best on stage without burning out or losing momentum. This is especially crucial on tour, where the demanding schedule, constant travel, and intense performances can quickly wear people down. But with Ringo's iron discipline, there's no room for laziness or unhealthy habits. This commitment to health is also what keeps Ringo feeling youthful and full of life despite his age. He's not just a musician, He's an example for everyone who works with him. There's no official rule in the all-star band that requires people to exercise or eat healthily, yet everyone feels a natural responsibility to take better care of themselves when working with Ringo. When you see a legend like Ringo Starr still bursting with energy, playing the drums with the same passion he had in his younger days, you understand that it's not luck or genetics, it's the result of unwavering determination, strict discipline, and respect for his own body. And if you're part of his band, you'll naturally get swept up in that mindset, not just to perform at your best, but to continue thriving and enjoying music for years to come. Number 5, have fun. While Ringo Starr sets strict rules about work ethic, respect, and discipline, there's one thing he always emphasizes to his band and crew: have fun. Ringo understands that music is not just a job, it's passion, it's energy. It's about bringing people together and creating unforgettable moments both on stage and behind the scenes. He doesn't want anyone in his band to feel pressured or to see touring as a tedious obligation. On the contrary, everyone must genuinely enjoy every moment, whether stepping on stage, traveling together, or experiencing the magic that music brings. In an interview with Variety, Ringo once said, "We're not here to be tortured. Enjoy it." This isn't just a casual remark. Those who have worked with him know that despite a packed schedule and constant rehearsals and performances, Ringo always creates an atmosphere full of positive energy. Backstage, he's always cracking jokes, sharing funny stories, and even joining in on pranks with his bandmates. There's no divide between a music legend and the people who work with him. Everyone is part of a family, experiencing this journey with a lighthearted and optimistic spirit. Tour manager Donnie Whiteman has shared that Ringo pays close attention to the mood of everyone on the tour. Not just the band members, but also the backstage crew, sound technicians, and the unsung heroes who keep each show running smoothly. If he notices someone looking stressed or exhausted, he'll find a way to lift their spirits, whether through words of encouragement or a lighthearted joke to break the tension. Part of the have fun philosophy also comes from the way Ringo selects the people he works with. He doesn't just look for talented musicians. More importantly, they must have a positive attitude and be able to match the upbeat energy of the band. Those who are too serious, easily stressed, or bring a heavy atmosphere won't last long in Ringo's team. To him, a great band isn't just about skilled musicians, it's about people who can create incredible memories together. This spirit is also reflected in the way Ringo performs on stage. If you watch closely, you'll notice he always has a smile on his face while playing the drums, occasionally jokes with the audience, and even dances or waves along to the music. He doesn't sit behind the drums with a tense expression or obsess over technical perfection. For Ringo, music should be fun, and the audience should feel that joy too. For many artists, maintaining a joyful attitude in the music industry isn't easy. The pressures of schedules, audience expectations, and life's challenges can make people feel drained. But for Ringo, the key is to never let those pressures take away the enjoyment of making music. He doesn't just keep this mindset for himself, he passes it on to everyone around him. Perhaps it's this have fun mentality that has kept Ringo Starr touring, performing, and staying youthful at an age when many of his peers have stepped away from the stage. In his world, music isn't just a job, it's pure joy. And if you want to be part of his journey, you have to embrace that joy too. Ringo Starr is not just a music legend, he is a true leader. Not in a harsh or authoritarian way, but through discipline, teamwork, and most importantly, a positive attitude. The rules he sets are not meant to control or impose, but to ensure that everyone in his band can work in a professional, respectful environment where they can give their best while still enjoying every moment. He does not tolerate drama, does not allow egos to overshadow the collective spirit, and refuses to accept stagnation or laziness. Yet, alongside this seriousness, he remains an optimist, always pushing his team to work hard while reminding them to find joy in the music. For Ringo, each performance is not just an event. It is an experience, a journey that everyone should be able to enjoy. This is why, even in his 80s, he is still on stage, maintaining the same effortless energy and charisma. In a world where many artists gradually step back or let the pressures of the industry drain their passion, Ringo stays true to his philosophy. Take care of your health, maintain a positive mindset, work hard, and always have fun on the musical journey. Those who have worked with him understand that being part of Ringo's world is more than just a job. It is a rare experience. He is not just a legend, he is an inspiration, a leader who treats his colleagues with the utmost respect. Perhaps that is why the all-star band continues to attract talented musicians, and why his tours are still met with excitement from fans worldwide. And in the end, Ringo remains true to himself, a man who once stood at the pinnacle of music with the Beatles, but never let fame overshadow his core values. A man of peace and love, but also a man of discipline and professionalism. A legendary drummer, but more importantly, an artist who has never lost his joy for music. What do you think about the way Ringo Starr runs his band? If you had the chance to work with a legend like him, would you be willing to follow these rules? Share your thoughts in the comments below, hit like and subscribe to explore more fascinating stories about music legends.